were watch tracking the walk.
Yeah. Don't bite the spoon. Goblin.
No. Do we pay here?
I don't know.
Nice and clean and white. Mine looks like it's missing.
I told him I didn't want to know.
Because I know Ted Bundy, he dumped bodies up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's creepy.
And he also dumped.
We can paddleboard up there and climb it.
And climbed it, yeah.
Well, we can do it with you too if you want.
Yeah, I want to.
I'm just editing, and I thought I would pop in and give another little bit of reality check behind some of the footage. Our plan for this day was to go paddleboarding, and we did. And me and Josh have our own paddleboards, and then we rented Carson one at this place. That was like so expensive. But it was funny because we have the inflatable one, so you have to blow it up with that thing. And Carson's paddleboard came with one too. And so we paddleboarded, I blew up mine, and then we started to blow up Carson's with his. Well, his pump was broken that they gave us. They didn't check it. And then our pump started breaking. And so we only had one paddleboard blown up, and then our pump literally started, it wouldn't work. And so we had an extra pump up in the truck. And so we were like, what are we going to do? Because it's a mile, which is not long. It's just, it was very uphill back up to the car. And so Carson volunteered to go get the pump. And we were like, if you want to. And he did, because he had to do some conditioning for his sport that he plays in college. Anyway, it was hilarious because we just laid in the sun. Me and Josh, we just laid in the sun. And he had the keys and his phone, so if he needed me, he could call me. But it was about probably close to like 35-40 minutes, and he came back down. We saw him carrying the pump, and he sat down. He was exhausted, and he sat down and he was like, I threw up 3 times. And it was crazy because he pushed himself and ran. But I was telling Josh, I was like, I don't know if he's gonna make it all the way up there, because it's just super steep and a long run. So anyway, he made it and he came back down. But it was just so funny that he threw up. Literally just puked on the side of the trail. But anyway, after that, he rested. Me and Josh blew up the paddle boards, and then you'll see the footage.
Opportunities, am I a
Okay, so to interrupt again, this pretty montage of footage I have going of us paddleboarding at Emerald Bay, there is some reality behind the footage because it was gorgeous paddleboarding out. We took our time, saw all the places, stopped, had some drinks, had some food, and then we made it all the way out to where the bay opens up to the rest of the part of the lake, like the big part of the lake, and the wind took a turn. It literally became like 20-mile-per-hour winds, and it was crazy. We had to paddleboard across the lake where the boats were coming in. We timed it to where there was no boats. There was some off in the distance, but we had time to get across. And then once we got across, we had to paddleboard up against the wind on the right side of the lake, if you're looking out. And our goal was to get to the little island in the middle of the lake where the little ruins are. So that's what we did. But it was crazy because we were paddling so hard against the wind. It was not fun. We all three went silent and just paddleboarded until we made it to the island. It was pretty miserable because I think that was like one of the hardest times I've ever paddleboarded. But yeah, we made it, and then we all three had to gripe about it and vent about it because it was awful. And then we took a break down at the bottom of the island. We took a break, and I brought a thermos of coffee, and we all three split coffee. And then we climbed up the little island up to the ruins and saw them and everything. And then we had to paddleboard back to the beach, put all of our stuff up, deflate the paddleboards, and then hike all the way back to the car. It was an exhausting day. So we did not go paddleboarding the next day because we were burnt out. But it was a fun experience, and I know all three of us will remember. finished at Skunk Cove. Now we're hiking back up. It took us 40 minutes to get down. We're gonna see how long it takes us to get up because the hike down sucked. It's gonna be horrible going up. I forgot your french fries.
I got you, Dean. I got you. Okay. You're good.
So we had chocolate chip pancakes, me and Carson and my other siblings growing up all the time. And so I thought that would be kind of fun to have while he was there. And then I also made some eggs, and we had leftover steak from the Tuesday night he came in that I made. And so I just made steak, eggs, and chocolate chip pancakes, and it turned out really good. And I think we all enjoyed it.
You're talking while you're fast asleep as I walk slowly from your house. Back in your room remain the words I wanna say to you but couldn't leave my house. Does it come as a surprise? Language of averted eyes. Silence is what I do best. Still I hear it all, wasting time around my head. So I talk to myself instead. Sitting out the weekend, couldn't do it again. Say you want it right now, but I wouldn't know how. It's something that I can't do, and what am I supposed to? Quit the people pleaser, if only I could please her. Indecisive feelings of enjoyment. Hold that thought, I think I need a moment. I'm aware that's something I should tell you, but my voice annoys me. Bite my tongue off with a smile. I can't feel it anymore, cause recently the line is blurred between depression and bliss. Now I see that the times don't change, they waste away.